Hello everybody, Megazard X here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the first episode of what is going to be considered as one of the hottest anime of the season, that being Fire Force. It's going to be so hot that it's going to force you to have your eyeballs seared onto your devices every Friday when new episodes come out. So today, I'm going to be discussing about the plot, some speculations, that flaming animation, and everything else in between. So make sure to sit back and have an ice bucket on hand because this review is going to be a scorcher. Now let's roll on to that brand new blistering hot take intro.
この世にヒーローがいないから俺がヒーローになるって言ってんだよ歩いて行け
So starting off with a summary of the plot, we are introduced to the city of Tokyo in the year 198 of the Solar Era. The camera quickly pans to a train where we see somebody that instantaneously combusts into fire out of the blue and sends the whole public in a state of panic. This is where we meet our main protagonist, Shinra, who was around the scene of the incident. It didn't take long for Company 8, a special fire brigade, to arrive at the scene. With the help of their crew, they were able to fend off against this man of fire by keeping the public property damage to a minimal and by striking the core of the firemen, allowing the original person's soul to rest in peace. Even though the fireman was no more, Shinra noticed that one of their members was in danger due to falling debris. Faster than the blink of an eye, Shinra was able to rescue the young girl and formally introduce himself as being the newest third-generation fire soldier for their company. After that incident was all over, there was a strange burnt footmark left behind. Shinra is then brought back to the company's 8 headquarters, where he is formally introduced to Akitaro Obu, the captain of the Special Fire Force Company 8, along with Takehise Hinowa, who is second in command. They continue to chat about why Shinra decided to come and apply and work for them, and he stated that he wanted to be a hero. One thing odd that Akitaro noticed on Shinra's resume is his peculiar odd smile. Shinra informs him that when he is nervous, his face competently tightens, aka he just smiles when he's under pressure. At this point, Takehise makes a quick comment that everyone calls Shinra a devil due to an incident where he was younger. This causes Shinra to have an unpleasant look about him and raises a tad bit of tension in the air. We are later introduced to Iris, who is a nun who does the prayers when they are fighting in Inferno in order to lay their soul to rest, along with Maki, who is a second generation pyrokinetic. Fast forwarding a little bit, all the members of Company 8 had a group meeting where Akitaro was just given a quick rundown with the group. The firemen, as stated earlier, was a result of human combustion, and these are the first generation of people, and these people are formally called as Infernals. These Infernals run rampant until they die, and to put an Infernal to rest, you have to destroy its core where its heart was. There are 2 main primary jobs that the Special Fire Forces must accomplish. The first primary job is to put Infernals to rest and saving their souls and human lives in the process. The second step being to solve the mystery of human combustion and how to stop it and end the terror of the flame to good as quickly as possible. After the meeting, Shinra was getting some rest when the alarm went off indicating an Infernal appeared. Company 8 then takes off to the district where the Infernal was spotted. This is Shinra's first official job within the Fire Force and his first opportunity to become a hero. Upon the arrival of the scene, Shinra didn't take this first time on the job well. Within a couple of minutes, he already managed to get blasted into debris and was knocked out for a few seconds. At this critical point, we dive into Shinra's past of a sad, unfortunate incident. He was with his mom and his younger brother Sho when all of a sudden his mom was wrapped around in a wall of flames, warning Shinra to flee. Once the fire settled, his brother was burnt to a crisp with no bones to spare, and his mother was dead. Shinra was certain that he saw another person, or maybe rather another thing, in the fire, and he has vowed to figure out who or what it was. Shinra then comes to his senses and wakes back up. All of a sudden, they were facing right in front of an infernal. And thanks to their teamwork of Company A, along with Shinra's motivation to become a hero that he promised his mom that he would be, and to shut all the naysayers who were calling him a devil, he was able to strike the core of the infernal and were able to let the infernal rest in peace. With one infernal down, Shinra's step to becoming a hero was one step closer. Overall, I think the Fire Force did an excellent job on its opening debut. It struck the perfect balance of action, comedy, and building up that mysterious element of that one thing that could have been the actual cause of Shinra's mother and brother's death. And is that in any way, shape, or form Shinra's incident related to the other burnt footprints that are being left around the scenes of the crimes where the Infernals show up? The two biggest action sequences were at the very beginning and at the very end. And oh my gosh, that animation though. We are hardly a few minutes in to the first episode, and the quality of that animation when Shinra was zooming in to rescue Iris, I was thinking to myself, how long was this anime actually in development? David Productions, who are the actual creators of this anime, are already doing some high level stuff, and if we are already getting a taste of what to come within this first episode, then we are going to be in for a true treat. Now, one problem that tends to be a problem with other animes every now and then is that sometimes animes blow through a good chunk of their budget on a really well animated opening or the very first few episodes to hook an audience, and it just shows the quality drop later on in the series. But my hope for Fire Force is that they are able to keep a nice consistency throughout the whole entire series, since this is going to be 4 quarters long, meaning that it should be lasting roughly about a year. And from what I've been hearing, it's going to be roughly about 48 episodes. And that's if, they just run it all the way straight. They could take a break. They could run 24 episodes, take a 6-month break, and then run another 24 episodes. That's also another possibility. I also really like the art direction this anime took, and all the characters that were shown so far all have very nice personalities. I like how Shinra's weird smile makes him look cocky without him actually being cocky, but it adds some cool and comedic effects. For example, that one scene where Maki is talking to Shinra about her adjusting his uniform to suit his abilities. I just love how he showed that cocky grin after he smelt her, and how Akitaro said it looked like you wanted to eat her. Just little things like that, just for the comedic effect, is going to make this anime go far. Speaking of Maki, I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now, but she is going to be the best girl of this anime this season, and potentially a candidate of the year. I can already feel it. Either that, or it might be some newly introduced girl from My Hero Academia, but I always like that smell of a new anime woman. Hey, I'm just saying, you can never go wrong with that, and my boy Shinra already agrees. Let's just be real, y'all. Y'all know, y'all want some Maki. And that is all that I have for this first review of episode 1. So I hope y'all really enjoyed it. If you hadn't already done so, make sure to hit that like button if you like this video, and hit that subscribe button and that bell to keep up to date on all things anime that I'm reviewing, such as Fire Force, along with Dr. Stone, which I'll have a review dropping for that very soon. Keep an eye out on the channel for that, along with any other Nintendo gaming topics I feel like discussing as well. So make sure to tune in next time for my review for episode 2, The Heart of a Fire Soldier. So until whatever video I make next, see ya.